Make sure to comment down below and subscribe to Mila.
Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started on making our 2020 vision board. So this is going to be the page that I've kind of already written down my goals for 2020. Excuse the fact that it says 2019 up here. That was obviously a mistake. And then next to it, I just have my 2019 vision board, just so you can see what that looked like in comparison. And if you want an in-depth video on this, then I'll be sure to link that past video in the iCard for you. Alright, so I think it'd be easier to go ahead and go over at least some of the materials we're going to be using. So to begin with, I have some cutouts. Some of these are magazine cutouts, and then some of them are like images that I printed on photo paper and cut out. So we have our cutouts here. Definitely going to recommend a ruler as well. And then I just have a paper cutter so that I can cut out some of my scrap paper. And then I have assorted scrapbook paper. I have yet to decide which ones I'm going to be using, but we have those. And then I have some assorted washi tapes, just in case I need some cool washi. Then I have some masking tape, just in case I need to adhere anything together, but I'm mainly going to try to use my glue gun for getting everything on the page. And then last, but certainly not least, I have this big binder over here with all of my stickers that I use for my planner. So I think I'm going to use a couple of stickers that's in this binder. Alrighty guys, so the first thing I'm actually going to be using is this piece of cardstock. It is a thicker piece of paper. That way my vision board doesn't bend as easily. If you see with my past vision board, well, you probably can't tell in the video, but it's stocky, it's stiff. That way it holds up a lot longer. So first I'm going to cut it to size. So this size sheet of paper is about an A5, and this time I'm also going to put this vision board in my planner, just like with my last one. So I'm going to get it to about the right size that we need it. So using this piece of paper as my guide. Alright guys, so this is the background we're going to be working with. I have everything all together. Yeah, like this side for the front. But I'm going to start in the back. Alright guys, so I think the way that I'm going to function this is I'm just going to put all of my embellishments on my vision board, and then I'll kind of walk you guys through it once I get everything adhered. So I'm just going to fast forward through that part, so just sit tight. Alright guys, so I have finally finished my 2020 vision board, and now I'm going to go over all of the details with you today. That way you can know all of my hopes, aspirations, and dreams for the year 2020. Also, just wanted to mention this is my 2019, just for comparison. So my 2020 is a smidge bigger, but the concept is really similar. Again, if you want to see my 2019, that video will be linked in the iCard. So now let's go ahead and get on with the 2020. So let's get you guys zoomed in a little bit more. Alrighty, so obviously you can't have a 2020 vision board without having the year 2020 written out in some way. So I realized that when I wrote 2020, or when I put the stickers down with 2020, it wasn't really centered. So I just added the hashtag 2020. So that's the year 2020. I did use some glitter washi up here just to kind of make the numbers stand out since they were black numbers. Starting with this little chick here, I got her as she's a magazine cutout, and I wanted to use her to represent fashion. Just like in my 2019 vision board, I want to kind of dress up more this year and just really focus on being more of a fashionista. I feel like I don't really go all out when it comes to getting dressed, and so I just want to start looking a little bit nicer in 2020. This quote here, it is a little bit hard to see just because of the rainbow quote and then the rainbow kind of background. But it says, if nothing is certain, everything is possible. And I put that in there because I thought it was kind of blended in with the background, but maybe it blended in a little too much. And then here we have a picture of J-Lo, just because she's going to represent my body goals for this year. Last year I used Tiana Taylor to represent my body goals, but this year we're going a J-Lo body. And then I just added a sticker here that says I can and I will. And then there is a scale right here. I kind of like to go by the scale, but also I do understand that non-scale victories exist. But I just wanted to put that scale there to represent wanting to get to a goal weight loss number. And then, so the rest of my pictures on this front page are kind of related. All three of these are representing my financial goals. Basically, I want to be better about spending money this year. I feel like I just spend, and I really don't have the money to spend, so I need to stop doing that. So, you know, that first picture is supposed to represent really just trying not to spend money unless it's a need or a really big want that I've planned and saved up for. The credit card, I just want to pay off my credit cards. I just want to start trying to working on hitting my debt up. I just want to really get out of debt, especially when it comes to student loans. And then work in the stack of money represents my desire to get a better paying job and start making more money in general in 2020. Down here, I have a little sticker that says I love to bake with the whisk here. And that's because I've been trying to dabble in baking a little bit. I want to get better in cooking in general, but specifically I want to be a better baker. I wanted to kind of keep up with the mirror theme that I had in my first vision board. So I added mirrors to this one as well. These are smaller circular mirrors because I kind of put them in a pattern. And then on one of the mirrors, I have the sticker that says enough, because it's supposed to represent when you're looking at your reflection, just knowing that you are enough to do whatever it is that you want to do. And just, I mean, that word itself kind of stands alone, just enough, you know what I mean? You are enough. And so I put that on one of the little mirrors down there. And so that is it for the front page. So now let's go ahead and turn it on to the back. So at the top here, the first thing that you notice is this Follow My Dreams. It was just a printout from a magazine, or a cutout from a magazine. Up here I have Planner Girl because I want to continue to improve my planning behavior, so to speak. Last year was my first year really being able to use a paper planner, and I was successful at it. And this year I kind of want to switch over to Bujo a little bit and start bullet journaling more often. And so I wanted that to represent all of my journaling habits that I want to pick up in 2020. Here it's kind of hard to tell exactly what this is, but it's just a lot of sheets of sticker paper. It's just like a collage of sticker sheets. And so that's supposed to represent me wanting to start my own sticker shop on Etsy. YouTube play button, because I want to grow my YouTube channel. I want to focus on being more consistent because I'm really inconsistent right now. And so I want to start treating my YouTube channel like a job and not necessarily a hobby. If I ever want to see revenue from my channel, I think that I need to start putting more effort into it. The stack of books here is supposed to represent my reading goal for 2020. So last year my goal was to read more in general. This year I want to read a minimum of 33 books. Here I have a happy birthday Jay, and this was actually a magazine cut out from a spread about J-Lo, so that's why she's up front, and I guess it was her birthday. And so it said J-Lo, but I cut off the low part and just kept the J to stand for my name. And so it says happy birthday Jay. I added this sticker of a cake, a birthday cake, and then I just added the numbers 25 because I will be turning 25 this year. These two are actually cohesive. The guy with the shirt and then the big earth. These guys are supposed to represent my sustainability goals. This year, I really want to focus on reducing my carbon footprint. I want to recycle more. I want to reduce my usage. I've even tried to start phasing out things like paper towels. And so slowly but surely, I just want to reduce my impact on this earth, and I want to start living more sustainably. And so those two kind of go together and represent that goal. Down here at the bottom is really hard to see because this sticker is kind of like this gold foil type of sticker. A year from now, you will wish you had started today. And so it says that quote is by Karen Lamb. And so I thought that was a good quote to represent like annual goals and things like that. And then the very last thing on here is the word push that I put in some white stickers. And basically I decided that every year I want a word to represent my entire year. And so the word for 2020 is push. Basically that means I want to push myself further. When I'm going through hardships, I just want to think of that word like push through. When I'm trying to get onto my fitness goals, I want to think of pushing through. And so really I think that push is a very short, simple, and concise word that I think will better represent my 2020. So that is it for my entire vision board. Again, this is what the front looks like. And then this is the back. So that's it. I appreciate you guys stopping in to watch this video. I would love to know your top goals for 2020 in the comments below. Just so we can kind of see what everybody's trying to focus on this year. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace. It's like eating right and working out, because I have no issues with working out. I can get my butt up in the morning and go work out. My issue is with eating right. And so these habits kind of follow each other. If I'm working out, then you bet your bottom dollar that I'm eating right. But the moment that I stop eating right, you'll notice that I won't be going to the gym.